Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and especially the class of 2018. It's my esteemed pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today's first year convocation. He is one of our own, Carlos Sanchez, who obtained a Bachelor's of Science degree in Sports Management from KSU in 2013. Students, Carlos personifies the type of student you would want to emulate. During his undergraduate studies, he was president of the Sports Management Majors Club. He was a founding father of the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity at KSU and a member of the Center for Student Leadership Link program. He also was an assistant football coach at Hillgrove High School, his alma mater. While being heavily involved on campus, Carlos completed 2 exclusive internships, one with the Atlanta Braves Baseball Club and another with the Commissioner of Major League Baseball in New York City. Currently, Carlos works for the Atlanta Falcons Football Club in the corporate sponsorships department. In his spare time, if he has any, Carlos enjoys watching sports, horseback riding, listening to live music, and spending time with his family on the beach. Carlos is living his passion. He is an ardent sports fan and earning a living in this regard. Please join me in welcoming to the podium our keynote speaker for today, Mr. Carlos Sanchez.
Good afternoon. I want to thank Dr. Pat, the platform, all the faculty and staff here, and everybody that had an influence to get me to speak in front of you guys today. I want to thank you guys, of course, for attending this event. Kennesaw State University has been very good to me, and I love being able to come back and give back in any way that I can. So, class of 2018, you're on the threshold of a great journey, an unbelievable journey, in fact. You may not see the big picture yet, but you are in for an incredible adventure as a freshman here at KSU. My own journey began here in 2009 as a freshman. I came here by choice. I selected Kennesaw State University for my education. And students, you have made the right choice as well. Kennesaw State is on the verge of greatness. Dr. Pat just announced his welcome address to the faculty and staff in fall of 2015, when the merger of Kennesaw State and Southern Polytechnic State University is complete. KSU will be among the nation's 50 largest universities, public universities, and will have a combined economic impact of $1.2 billion. Moreover, Kennesaw State will field its inaugural football team in fall of 2015. This school is on a forward march to great things, and you are all a part of this journey. I have always had a passion for athletics, so I knew I wanted to pursue a career in the world of professional sports. And KSU allowed me to pursue my passion. When I was a freshman, I took advantage of many of the opportunities provided to us by the university. I joined leadership organizations, enrolled in the sports management program, and looked for mentoring and guidance from university leaders and professors. In fact, the great opportunity that I had to work for the Atlanta Braves came directly from Kennesaw State through an email that I received, telling me that the Braves were coming to campus to interview students for part-time opportunities with the baseball club. And growing up a Braves fan since I lived in Puerto Rico, I did not pass up the opportunity to meet with the Braves employees. And I counted down the days to their visit to campus, and once I met with the interviewers, I shortly received my call to the big leagues. I was offered a position to work with the Atlanta Braves in their marketing department, and I was elated. The sports industry is extremely exclusive and hard to break into, especially if you're not a former athlete or you don't have family and friends already in the business. I overcame those odds by getting my foot in the door with the Braves organization because of Kennesaw State. It didn't matter to me what my job responsibilities were originally within the Braves organization. In my own eyes, it was a major accomplishment to have the privilege just to work for the Braves. A privilege that I might never have had if I hadn't attended Kennesaw State. Once I got my foot in the door and started working with the Braves, I began to gain confidence and began to acknowledge that this was something I could actually do as a career, and I was willing to pay my dues to do whatever was necessary to remain working in professional sports. Within the Braves organization, I took on different roles and expanded my knowledge of the business. During my 4 years with the Braves, I worked in departments including community relations, marketing, sales, branding and sponsorships, public relations, and I learned other fields of the business as well. My time with the Braves was truly a dream come true. Since that breakthrough leg of my journey, I have gone on to work for the Office of the Commissioner of Major League Baseball up in New York City. Working for the league office was a tremendous experience, as I was tasked with working in league-wide projects and initiatives with all 30 major league clubs throughout the country, including hosting the 2013 MLB All-Star Game in New York City. When I came back to Georgia after completing my internship in New York, the relationships and experience I had with the Braves and Major League Baseball helped me land an opportunity to join the Atlanta Falcons family, where I currently work in the corporate sponsorships department. I am still living my dream. So I want to ask you today, what is your dream? What is your vision for yourself next year and 4 years? Where do you want to go in life? Having a vision, even if only a faint one now, is having a dream, an end goal of where you would like to see yourself in the future. That vision can include your dream job, your dream city where you'd like to live in, your future family, and your future happiness. Perhaps a great place to start is with today. Focus on having a vision that starts today and carries you through the day you graduate. When I was formulating my plan, visualizing my dream, I wrote down a list of 3 jobs that I would like to have, jobs that I would love to do as a career. I researched people in those positions to see how they landed their dream opportunities, the same opportunities that I wanted. And I worked harder than I've ever had to work before. I knew I had to prove myself to get ahead in the world of professional sports. I knew I had to make sacrifices. Sometimes those sacrifices seem large, but as I reflect, I realized that those sacrifices I made while in school set me apart from my competition and put me in position to achieve my dreams. And I also knew that I had to impress the people around me in order to attain my goals. It was not very long until my colleagues, my bosses, and the team executives noticed. They talked me up and boosted my confidence by telling me I was destined for success. They gave me the tools I needed to get to where I am now. Here with you, sharing my story. This brings me to my next point, which is a bit of advice that I cannot stress enough. Networking. Learn how to network while you're here in college. Understand the importance of networking. And surround yourself with the right people who will assist you in your path to success. Those who you surround yourself with these next few years in college will have a major influence on your character and what happens after you leave school. You are a reflection of the people who surround you, the friends that you choose. These friends may come from a Greek organization, your intramural sports team, other student clubs, or even a professional-based major club. There are so many opportunities abounding here for you at Kennesaw State. So surround yourself with people who can and will help you succeed. Personally, my circle included my parents, my fraternity brothers from Pi Kappa Alpha, the Center for Student Leadership, the members of the Sports Majors Club, professors, and others who shared their wisdom and experience with me. Another point of importance to learn here is to overcome challenges, learning how to overcome challenges. You're going to have struggles, you're going to have temptations and distractions from every direction while you're in school. And they may derail you from your vision and distract you from your vision. You will make mistakes, and you'll make bad decisions sometimes, but that is okay as long as you know how to learn from those mistakes, learn from those decisions, and overcome the adversity to get yourself back on track to your goal. One of my biggest challenges and learning experiences came while I was living in New York City and adjusting to the fast-paced, high-stress lifestyle living and working in Manhattan. I wasn't the star student or the big man on campus anymore. I was surrounded by millions of other people who were just as ambitious and hardworking and were smarter than me. I knew I was going to encounter challenges while transitioning to the Big Apple, but I'm very grateful that I took on that journey, and I'm thankful for the lessons that I learned while I was up there. By the way, imagine that on my second day of work in the Falcons front office, As I was walking by the CEO's office, I blacked out and woke up in the ambulance after being tended to by Falcon strangers. It turns out I had suffered a seizure. The reasons of the seizure are still unknown, but it was definitely a wake-up call. I was told to stay home and rest, but I was too stubborn to sit on my couch, and I showed up to work a day later. I am standing here today determined to move forward and have faith that my health will be fine. Also, humility is a trait that is very common within successful people. There's no job that is beneath you. One of my favorite quotes is a Bible verse in the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 12. And you do not have to be a religious person to learn from this quote. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Finally, the most important advice that I can share with you guys today is to encourage you to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to fail and have no regrets by the time you leave college. This is the best time for you to explore those unexplored paths. Face those fears, embrace those challenges, and do so fearlessly. You may never have such an opportunity to take these risks again. So color outside the box. You might be surprised at the person you'll become. College is one of the greatest opportunities you will ever have to expand your horizon by venturing into the unfamiliar or unknown. That includes learning about other cultures, traveling abroad, learning to play a new instrument, or learning a new hobby that you've never done before. And anyone who knew me in high school or during my first year of college would say that the biggest change in myself at 23 years of age, standing here today, and the Carlos of my freshman year, is that I have grown in countless ways, unimaginable ways. I have increased my faith, I have expanded my knowledge, and I have developed lifelong relationships that I hope to carry throughout the rest of my life. One final quote I want to share with you is that you can live in fear, or you can live on faith. Thank you again for having me as your guest, and good luck when you're here.
Carlos is one impressive ASU alum, to say the least. Thank you very much, Carlos. One more round of applause for Carlos. For all the parents who are here, I'm going to qualify slightly with Carlos' stuff, just a little bit. I've got 4 boys. Every time they go out the door, and they rank an age, by the way, from 18 to 42. Every time they go out the door, I tell them, have a good time, take some risks, but don't do anything stupid.